What's going on, YouTube? So it's Taro back with another video, and today I'm gonna do a little dread journey for y'all. So this is what my hair is looking like right now. Let me put it all in my face. This is what my hair is looking like. I just took it out of 2-strand twist. I've been growing my hair for about 7 months. It's either 7 or 8 months. I started in December of last year. So I'm about to give y'all a little journey on my hair, and I'm gonna show y'all how much it's grown and how much it's changed. I also plan on dyeing it. You see, I dyed it a little bit. I tried to dye the tips brown, but I'm gonna actually go back and bleach them so I can get them browner, and then I might end up dyeing my whole hair brown and then leave the roots black. So let me know if y'all want to see that in the comments, and I'm gonna definitely film a transformation video on that. And let me know if y'all want some tips on dreads. I can definitely do a whole video, you know, either reviewing y'all dreads or giving y'all more tips on dreads and how to maintain them and how to get them to grow. I have high top dreads. I don't have any dreads in the back. I only got the ones on the top. There's nothing wrong with full set of dreads. I just personally like high top dreads. My hair grows fast, so by the time they get longer, like when they get down here, you won't even be able to notice the difference. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the journey, and I'll see y'all at the end of the video.
Alright, so this first picture, as y'all can see, this picture was in November 9th of last year, so 2021. This is right before I started my dreads. As you can see, I have pretty much like a drop fade, pretty much, you know, just an afro. I twisted it with the sponge. I just kept, you know, rubbing the sponge for like 2-3 months, and then I stopped doing it and I just let it kind of grow. So I let that get to as long as it wanted to. So next month in December is when I finally decided to, you know, lock it up and get coils. That's how I started my dreads. So in this next video, as you can see, this is actually in the month of December, and this is when I got my dreads. This is when I first got my dreads. As you can see, I got coils. I didn't get any specific parts. I got free parts, as you can see, of course, in the video. I didn't really want any, you know, box parts. I didn't want a middle part, so I'm happy with free parts. I like how free parts look, and I wanted my dreads to hang in my face. So if you think about getting dreads and starting them off, you know, with coils or 2-strand, make sure you tell them to free part and make sure you leave some dreads in your face. So as you can see in this next picture, this picture was taken in January. This is just kind of, you know, an update after I got my coils. This was a month after I got my coils, so this is how they were starting to form. You know, you can see they're starting to kind of lock up at the top and kind of in the middle, but not at the tips yet. But the length is still getting there, and they're still pretty long considering where I started at when I started, and the fact that I started in coils. Because, you know, anytime you start your dreads, you're going to have shrinkage, so be prepared for the shrinkage. So this next video is also in January. So this is when I got my first retwist of January, and this is how they were looking. You know, see, I got free parts. I got dreads in my face. You know, they're really stiff because I literally took this as soon as I left the barbershop after I got them done. So this is how they looked then. And you see the length. You know, they're starting to lock up a lot more, kind of by the roots and in the middle. And they're getting longer. And this next picture is in February. My girlfriend actually took these pictures. That's why you see her hand on the left. But this is kind of an update how they look. I actually got a retwist in this very month too. This is the same picture after I got a retwist. So this is how they look. You know, they're getting longer. They're getting a little less frizzy. They're starting to lock up more. So that's what you see. So I took this video in March. As you can see, this is my first time ever getting 2-strand. So I got a retwist and I got them in 2-strand. So you see the length. They shrunk a lot getting 2-strand. And that's going to happen. Every time you get your hair styled, especially in 2-strand, they're going to shrink. So be prepared for it. But as you can see, this is how they look. You know, the length ain't too bad. They're starting to lock more. And putting your hair in styles, especially 2-strand, helps your hair lock a lot faster. So I definitely recommend doing that. And then, of course, I just had to throw this little video in just because this is how I look when I got a haircut. You know, that was probably one of the hardest haircuts of my life. That shit hard. So this is how I look with the haircut. So this is still the month of March. This is what it looks like after the twist out. So you see, I took the 2 strands out. She took the 2 strands out for me, cut the rubber bands off and stuff. And this is how it look. You see the length coming down right, kind of past my eyebrow, right at the end of my eyelid almost. So that's how long they are. You see, they're starting to lock up more just from being in 2-strand for a couple days. I didn't even have it in for a week. I never keep my 2-strand in for a week. It's completely impossible for me to keep in styles for a long time because I just get tired of it and I don't like it. So this is the month of April. As you can see, I got my hair cut, and this was the length my dreads were at. They shrunk a little bit. They always kind of shrink after you take it out of a style because they're already shrunk, and then they start to stretch out. And as they start straightening out and getting back to their original length, they're still going to shrink up more. Dreads shrink a lot. They're going to look long some days and look short some days. Just be patient. Patience is key. I promise you it will be over with. You just give yourself like 6-7 months to a year. They're going to look like exactly how you want them to look. You just got to trust the process. I know it be getting hard. I know it be getting difficult. Trust me. It's plenty of times I wanted to cut my dreads off or just really didn't want them anymore or even thought about getting extensions. I was never going to get extensions, but I was always wishing my hair was as long as somebody else's. And the more you don't pay attention to your hair, the faster it grows. So the more you stop trying to worry about how long it's going to be, it's going to look like time flying. That's why dreads seem like they grow so fast, because they change and they look differently every day. As you see in this next clip, this is where, I got another haircut, and this is in the month of May. As you can see, they're getting really long. They're starting to lock up a lot more, especially in the middle, and they're starting to spread out more. It's pretty much only the tips that are taking the longest to lock up, and that's normal. Everybody's dreads, their tips take the longest to lock up. Mine still aren't locked up all the way, so just be patient. Alright, so this next picture, I got 2-strand again, and this is actually in March. So you see I got a retwist, and I got 2-strand, and this is the length. My longest one was about to the tip of my nose, and the rest was already going past my eyes. So this is how they look. And you see it's also getting less frizzy because they're starting to lock up more. And this is another photo from May. This picture was taken more towards the end of May, and you see I finally took the 2-strand out, and this is what it looks like with the twist out. My hair is getting really long. It was about like closer to my nose, almost past my nose in this picture. So this is how long they look. You can also see that they're locking up a lot more, especially pretty much anything by the root to the middle of the dread is already locked up. Alright, so now you have a photo from June, and you see this is right before I dyed my hair. I dyed the tips of my hair brown. Well, at least I tried to. But I'm going to go back and do it and finish them up so they'll actually be more brown and have brown highlights. But this is how they look. I let my mom retwist it, so she pretty much only retwisted the roots. But you still see the length. They're very long. They look very healthy. And you see everything pretty much looks locked up except for the tips. And you see how long they are. You see how many. Everything looks smooth. My parts look smooth. You see my free parts. All my dreads in my face. And it pretty much looks like I have a full head of dreads. Last but not least, this is the picture taken today. The day I recorded this video was July 3rd. So this is how my dreads look today in this video. By the time you're watching this video, it'll be July 4th. But on July 3rd, this is how my dreads are looking. You see the length. You see the parts. This is a fresh retwist. I got the retwist about 3-4 days ago. And this is how they look. I got them in 2-strand as well. And I just took them out the 2-strand. So this is how they look getting taken out the 2-strand.
Alright. I hope you guys did enjoy the dread journey. There's one last look at them. And let me know what other content y'all want to see, especially with my hair, because that's some more content I definitely want to put on this channel other than vlogs. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next video.